Hi, my name is Nisha and welcome to my draw along. Today we're going to be drawing some silly surprise chickens. So let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is pick out my colors. And you can choose whatever colors you want, but just make sure that whatever you do, you have both a light and a dark version of that color. So I'm going to choose this lighter blue, and I'll have this darker blue to go with it. And I'm going to choose a yellow and an orange. And I think I'm going to pick a red too. And I want to have a gray. So how about we do this lighter gray, whoops, and a darker gray. I might want to draw some foliage to go with my chickens too. So I'm going to choose a lighter green and a dark green. So these are all my colors. And like I said, you can choose whatever you want. Just make sure you have a light version and a dark version of whatever colors you choose. Okay, now we can start drawing our chickens. I'm going to take my light blue colored pencil, and in the upper left-hand corner of my paper, I'm going to start with the neck and loop it around, and this is going to be our head. From the base of this line, I'm going to make a horizontal line, and then some spikies for a tail. And then I'm going to connect these two lines by coming down and around and then looping back up. And that's going to be the body of our chicken. I'm going to do a circle up here for the eye. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. In fact, my circles are often not perfect. And then I'm just going to start coloring it in. I don't want to press too hard, but I want to make sure that my colored pencil fills in all of this space nicely. And I'm going to speed up the video just a little bit. Okay, now that we have our chicken all colored in, I can take my dark blue pencil and we're going to draw the wing. So to draw the wing, I'm going to swoop down and around, basically following the shape of the belly, and come back over. It's kind of like a boat shape, and we can color that in too. I'm pressing down really hard now because I'm coloring on top of a colored pencil that was already there. So in order to make sure I cover it completely, I'm going to press down really hard. Now I can take my dark blue and make some feathers coming out of the top of the head of my chicken. And I can also add some feathers on the body as lines. Now I'm going to take my orange, and that's going to be our beak. And that's going to be our legs too. And we're almost done. You can take either a black colored pencil, or I'm going to use a black marker. I like to use microns a lot because they can be waterproof, so you can paint on top of them too. And I'm going to use that to add the pupil for our surprise chicken. Now let's do the same thing for our yellow chicken. We're going to start on the middle of the right side of our piece of paper. And we're going to start with the head and neck again. My pencil broke, so I'm going to take a minute and sharpen it. Okay, I'm back. Now we're going to do the same thing where we draw a horizontal line at the bottom of our first line and a spiky tail. I think I'll make this one a little bigger. Tail feathers. And we're going to connect these two lines by swooping down and around and back up. And we're going to do the same thing that we did for our blue chicken by coloring it in. Oh, I almost forgot the eye. Let's add an eye right at the top here. And now we can color it in. I'm going to speed up the video again, but feel free to take your time. Okay, we have our yellow chicken all colored in. And now I'm going to take our orange color. Whoop, yellow wants to come back out. I'm going to take orange and do the same thing. Go right on top of the yellow for the wing. Now if you want, you could add some feathers here. Once you have this shape, you could make some spikies, some triangles, just like that. And then once you color the whole thing in, they will look like feathers on the wing. Just like that. And I'm going to use the same orange color for a beak this time. And legs. And some feathers coming out the top of the head. And I might just darken up these tail feathers just a little bit right at the end. Just to add a little bit of dimension to our chicken. And let's go ahead and add some more lines on the body to give it a little bit of texture. And we can take either our marker or our black colored pencil and color in the pupil yet again. Chickens are so surprised. I wonder what they're surprised about. I think we should add one more chicken. And I'm going to take my light gray pencil. But you can, again, use whatever color you want as long as you have a light and a dark. And starting right here in the middle, a little bit lower, we're going to go the same way, looping up and around. A horizontal line. And what about this tail? Do you think it should have a really, really big tail or a really, really small tail? What do you think? I think I want a really, really big tail. And to finish, I'm going to swoop down and around and up. That's a pretty funny shaped chicken, but I think I like it. I'm not going to forget the circle for my eye this time. And I'm once again going to color in the entire chicken with this light gray color. And I'm going to speed it up again. gray chicken. Now, can you guess what color we're going to take next? That's right, we're going to use our dark gray that we had. And I'm going to make this boat shape for the wing. And color it in. And remember, you can add a couple triangles if you want. And those triangles can be feathers on the wing. But only if you want to. You don't have to. And I liked coloring in the tail a little bit. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Color in just the ends of the tail feathers with this darker gray. And how about some feathers coming out the top? Let's do 3 this time. And some lines. I think I'll just keep these lines on the neck. Almost done. We'll have our orange beak and our orange feet. And now it's missing something. What is it missing? Oh yes. I'm going to take my marker and once again color in the pupil to our very surprised chicken. Now our chickens look like they're just floating on the paper. So I'm going to add just a little bit of greenery to my drawing so it doesn't look like my chickens are floating anymore. I'm going to take this other paper that I had sitting over here and I'm going to place it down because when I'm drawing on this side of my paper, I don't want to be smudging my drawing that I have on the right side. So this helps to keep my hand clean and to keep me from smudging any of my other drawings. And I'm just going to add some grass by making an almond shape and filling it in. And then another almond shape and filling it in. One more almond shape and filling it in. Maybe I'll do some flowers on this one. I'll do a circle or a circular shape, I guess. And another one. And a line coming out the middle. And then I'll take my dark gray and I'll add a line to the leaves of the plant. And I'll take my red colored pencil and use that to make some flowers coming out the top. There's a lot of light green, so I'm going to take my dark green colored pencil and I might just add a line here, a circle at the top, a circle a little bit below it, and one on the other side too. And this is just going to be a little plant. And you don't have to add plants to your drawing if you don't want to. You could add a sky, or maybe just some grass, or maybe a waterfall, or a mud pit, or trees, or nothing. You could keep it the way that it is. It's up to you. It's your drawing. But I'm liking these little flowers and green things, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to draw some on this side. Again, drawing a line with a circle at the top and circles going down the stem. And if I draw one, I usually like to draw another one with it. And I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller than the first one. I'm going to add another one of those flowers on this side of our orange chicken by drawing 2 leaves and the stem, taking my darker colored pencil and filling that in, then taking my red for the petals on the flower. Let's add some more grass by making these almond shapes. You can also make grass by just drawing lines like that. So now it looks, or at least it's beginning to look, like our chickens are standing in a little grassy yard or field instead of floating on a piece of paper. I'm just going to repeat these shapes that we've already done anywhere that I feel like they would look good. I can look at my piece of paper and decide where I think it might look good to have another flower. I think right over here. This is called composing your drawing. Deciding where things are going to go on the page. And it's very, very important to think about how you want your drawing to be composed. Or where you're going to place the parts of your drawing on the page. And there we have our 3 chickens. Feel free to keep adding grasses and flowers if you like, or you can stop there. I think I'm going to stop here for today. Thanks so much for drawing with me today. Be sure to like and subscribe so we can draw together again next time. Until then.